The most significant thing I took away from my experience in the Book Arts Lab was absolutely the level of difficulty I experienced. Our craft was fairly different from how the illumination of manuscripts worked in the Middle Ages based on the video we watched during the workshop of the man replicating their style. For example, we didn't have a dog tooth on a small stick to smooth out our gold leaf, but thankfully my fingernail worked just fine. It all made me reflect on just how long this would have taken the monks to do. For example, it reminded me of the Lindisfarne Gospels we looked at, and I only used one color along with my gold leaf when I did my tiny miniature manuscript, but the Lindisfarne Gospels have so many colors and these tiny details. They're so close together. And thinking about the very simple decorative embellishments on my letter M, it's just it's very difficult to comprehend just how long this would have taken and how much patience and practice it would have taken to create something like this. A little less connected to illuminated manuscripts themselves, but the entire workshop, it was conjuring to me this scene in Fit 2 of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight when he's getting dressed for his journey. So I revisited that passage and I found line 619 that says, "Then they brought out the shield of shining gules with the pentangle painted on it in pure gold." And I think when we read this in class, I interpreted this line much more in a literary sense. They were conjuring sort of this image of how the gold looked on the shield. But now I've sort of reflected on it, and I wonder to what degree this gold could have been painted onto the shield, and if it would be at all like what we did on our small pieces of paper. Either way, whether or not it was more in a literal or literary sense, the passage was it just came to mind after I completed the workshop.